I first started drumming when I was 12 years old, and how I got started, which every time I tell people this, they still don't believe me, but I learned from a video game called Rock Band. That game was my life. It taught me everything I know. So when I first started playing drums and started getting really involved in music, one major band that heavily inspired me was Paramore. And I can remember just being downstairs in the basement all day long, just playing to the songs and just like learning all the drum parts. And Zach Farrow, who was the drummer for the band, he was one of my main inspirations back in the day, and still is, actually. Your boy getting married. Yes, I am getting married this Sunday, actually. And in the words of my mom, Angela Henderson, it's a good time to be me. So it's really funny because when I started praying for a wife, I was praying for somebody who was exactly like me, who liked sports, who liked the same music, and who was just very chill and introverted like myself. And then Madia, the woman who I'm marrying on Sunday, she came along and she was completely the opposite. I mean, she reminds me a lot of my mother. She's very bubbly, all rainbows and sunshine, always happy. And I was just like, Lord, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to deal with this. And so I flaked out. And we broke up, and she went back to her home country, Colombia, then came back 2 years later. We started talking again, started dating. I put a ring on her, and now we're getting married. So community is very, very important, and I had to learn that the hard way because a couple years ago I was really isolating myself, and I really didn't want to have anything to do with relationships and friendships. Didn't have very many friends. I would always just like to go home and just watch TV and just kind of be alone. But then I began to realize that that wasn't a good place to be. A community is people who are there to encourage you, to lift you up during the good times, but more importantly during the roughest of times. And so if you're ever going through stuff, you can never go through it alone. You need people in your life who are going to be there for you and to let you know, hey, it's okay, and they will help you through those times. So community is such an important thing. I've thought about this question, and several different words had popped up. But I feel like one word in particular would be trustworthy. It's funny because Ashley, one of our singers the other day, she was telling me that I was like one of the most trustworthy people that she knows. And I was like, man, really? Like, that really spoke to me, But yeah, I mean, not like trying to toot my own horn or anything, but you can trust me with anything, Trustworthy would be a good word to describe who I am. You can always count on me. So I've thought about this question a lot. I was like, all right, if there's one thing, God, that I could ask you, it would be, am I being a good son? Am I doing what you have called me to do here on earth? And are you pleased with what I'm doing? I just want to know that I'm doing a good job and I'm being a good son.